What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your girl Riza Rizal, the sexiest of the sexy, and today I am at the best vocational training center in Windhoek. It's called KAYEC, as you can see, and today we will be talking all things automotive mechanic. If you love cars, this is definitely the episode for you. I'm so excited. I have so much in store for you. Today we are going to show you how to change your tire and so forth and so on. Stick around. If you love cars, you might wanna watch this, because today on Novelty we are speaking all things automotive mechanic, and I am joined by Master Nangolo, who is an assistant instructor right here at KAYEC. How are you doing?
Awesome. Yourself, ma'am?
I'm fantastic. Please give us a little bit of background about yourself.
Okay. So my name is Nestor Nangolo. I'm an automotive instructor for Automotive Engineering Level 2. I was a recent student at KAYEC Trust in my Level 1, which I completed successfully. I further proceeded doing my Level 2, my Level 3 at NampaTV, which I have executed, and I pursued my career in becoming an instructor, which I'm still busy learning. And yeah, that's basically it.
Why did you particularly choose a career in this field?
In automotive mechanic.
Did you grow up loving cars? Did you grow up, just wanting to use your hands? What inspired you to take up space in this career?
Okay, so I was basically raised by my grandfather, who was a qualified automotive mechanic.
Okay.
He loved working on his vehicles and was always around, seeing him doing his ABCD. So as I grew up, I chose that the automotive career because I had the fundamentals of how an engine starts, how a vehicle moves, and yeah, I decided to pursue.
Okay.
But while I was pursuing my Level 1, somehow I got motivated by the instructors of KAYEC, which is Miss Moses, Mr. Prada, and then I just got love for this trade.
You speak so much about levels. How many levels are there to this field, or particularly at KAYEC, in order for one to complete this course? Okay,
currently there is until N6.
Okay.
But in Namibia we just have until N3. But currently at KAYEC we are doing N2, which is level 2 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the challenges in this industry?
Upon graduation or upon completing your trade certificate in level 3, it's very difficult for graduates to get internship. Secondly, employment is also a difficulty. Lastly, the outdated equipment that we have is also a bit challenging, because having to be efficient in a work or doing a work that you can do within 30 minutes, you will end up doing it 2 hours to 3 hours because you don't have the right tools.
Okay. So what are the qualities that a mechanic should have?
Definitely you have to be disciplined. Secondly, you have to be consistent. Thirdly, if you find yourself on days that you only have 40%, it's better to give that 40%, which will amount to 100%, and keep your consistency.
Okay. And then I wanted to find out from you, let's talk about cars. What happens if you put the wrong fuel into the wrong car? For example, if your car requires diesel and then you put in petrol, what happens when those two fuels mix?
It's a very good and diverse question, because you find people buying vehicles and do not know the inside and the outside of vehicles. And so what basically happens when you put gasoline in a diesel engine is that this petrol, it damages your whole fuel system for the diesel engine. Especially the major components, such as the high pressure pump, and components way off within that pump and metal fragments go into the injector railing, causing your injectors to be blocked.
Okay.
Yes, so at the end of the day, combustion won't take place, and then you have to do major component replacement.
Okay.
So I will always advise now people not to, if you know that you have inserted the wrong fuel, do not crank your car. Rita call Master Nangolo. Qualified technician.
I love how you're putting yourself on call Master Nangolo.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then why is car servicing so important? I know there are some people who don't service their cars until an accident. So why is that so important?
It's very vital and very essential to service your car and to keep your car up to its service date, because it prolongs the lifespan of your vehicle, firstly. Secondly, it allows your vehicle to run in a good condition. Yeah. And lastly, as you said, it avoids accidents.
Okay, what is your favorite car? Since we are talking about cars right now, and you are a mechanic. Yeah. Or which ones do you love working on? For example, what car would you like to work on? Maybe just do replacement of something. What is that one car that you absolutely love? First, tell me the one that you would want to work on, that you'd probably want to improve, seeing that you've seen this car for such a long time, but there are certain aspects that are maybe not fit according to you. And then secondly, you can tell me your favorite type of car, then I can tell you my favorite type of car, and then we'll see who has the best car.
Okay, so that's a very good question. I mainly work on Volkswagens. Okay. German vehicles. Yeah, their systems are very straightforward. Easy to maintain, easy to service, easy to work on. Their tools are easy to access. But having to go into depth of which car I would want to upgrade, I really haven't thought about it. But okay, I will say I will go back now, and I will say I will prefer Velocity. Yeah, which is also a German brand. Okay. Yeah.
And your favorite?
My favorite vehicle currently is
or brand?
Brand is Volkswagen. Favorite is called 7.5.
Okay, that's nice. You know what my favorite is? Okay. Or the RS3.
Okay. Currently, okay, yeah. It's a lovely hatchback, that one.
It's a lovely car, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very, very much for joining us on Novelty. It has been amazing. I will then start servicing my car, and I will take that very seriously.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to have met you guys and to have spoken about this.
Hi there, I'm Tunangi Pangero, a KAYEC student, a graduate of KAYEC, and right now I'm working on my level 2 certifications for NTA. Right, what we're about to demonstrate here is we're removing the wheel bearings from the wheel hub, yeah? This kind of service is basically when you want, let's just say the old bearings in the wheel are old. That's the service you do. Now the wheel bearings are the ones that help the wheel spin the way you see it like this, right? Bearings are there to remove the friction when the disc is turning and everything like that. So the service is like when the wheel bearings get old, the car becomes a little bit, well, it doesn't move as easily as it should. You start hearing sounds, friction taking place. Yeah, total disaster. So we're here to make sure that total disaster doesn't happen, all right? So let's get down to it, yeah? Firstly, we got this part. We have to remove the wheel cap. So one that, let's just say it protects the whole mechanism inside from dust and any other particle that might increase the friction in the mechanism. As you can see, this is everything inside, yeah? And it's properly lubricated, as you can see right there. But again, it's service is service. Whether it's still okay, you still have to do the service, you know? All right, let me just get some of my tools here. My instructor said he loves German cars. I personally don't. They are very complicated. So, in my opinion, they're very complicated. So that's why I don't really like them so much. All right. I like Japanese cars better. So what we do. Okay. That's it. All you do is just remove that guy. Right. That's the one that keeps all the mechanisms in place. This one. All right. Put it right there. All right then. Now what you do is slowly remove the whole mechanism just a little bit. About that. So this is how the bearing looks like. Yeah. So one that makes sure the spinning is all smooth and everything. The black stuff is just the grease. Nothing dirty, nothing disgusting. Kinda. All right. And that's basically the whole system. This is what the brakes sit on. They sit on like this. My hand is the brake. This is the disc. When your car's braking, shuts it from spinning. That's what it does. Every car rotates on this guy. It's the axle. Okay? Now we just have to clean out the old grease, yeah? Now, from the demonstration, you can see that the whole system is kind of rusty looking, but inside it's not really rusty looking. The oil and everything just preserved the metal. That's why it looks so beautiful the way it looks. Right, that's it. Now, you take the new grease. This is grease again, right? Just grease it again. So far, that's good. All right. So then you take the new bearings on. Then you also lubricate them, right? This is how you do it. Put a bunch in your hand and you just slap it in. Remember, you want the wheel to move as easy as you can, so put a lot of grease on it. A lot. Okay. That there. We set this one aside, just inside the cap of the grease. Also take this guy. Also grease inside the hole right there. Okay. Both ways, yeah, you can see that. All right, set it up. That way. So just put the gloves aside real quick because now the grease is everywhere. Now, on the wheel hub, you really do not need so much grease around here, because again, this is where the brake sits, and you don't want any form of lubrication around here because that's braking needs friction, and if it's lubricated, you'll not brake on time. I've observed some people when it comes to the stop sign, they stop right there where the car stops and they don't stop from far, and it's gonna fail them. But as a mechanic, because you know how they drive, you have to make sure that the parts that require friction have no lube on it, and the ones that need less friction are those properly covered. All right, let's get down to business. Just put the gloves back real quick. Then the gloves are there just to keep your hands clean somehow. That's a dirty job, but we're used to it. Just a minute. Oh, it's taking long to put back on. It's okay. Just use the hands. Right then. Just double it again. Okay. Put it back in. Right there. Just wipe some of this off. Then you put this nut back in, eh? All right. Then you screw it back in place. And in there, and in there. Right, it's in place. Again, then you put the cap back, you know. And that protects the whole mechanism from any friction, anything that might cause any sort of friction. That's what it protects from. Just softly hammer it back into place. Now this is a rubber hammer, you know. It's hard, but not hard enough to do too much damage. That's why it's there. It has a bounce back effect, but yet it puts everything back in place. Once you're done, spins again. All right. So that's demonstration of replacing the wheel bearings. I'm Metuna and I'm signing out.
My name is Mweneni. Right now I'm going to be demonstrating wheel removal. First, I'll take you through the steps. No problem with that. You actually make sure that you're on a level surface. First of all, you make sure your car is not in gear. You apply your handbrake, which I already did, and you choke your front wheel. If I'm like right now, I'm going to remove the rear left wheel, so I'm going to choke my rear left eye front wheel. Okay, before I jack my car, I'm going to loosen my nut, my wheel nut. But I'm not going to fully loosen them. So this is my lock nut. My lock nut, which is going to remove this other special nut of mine. Okay, I didn't remove my nuts completely. Now I'm going to jack. I have to locate my jacking points. You just don't jack anywhere on the vehicle. If you don't know where your jacking points are, you can consult your owner's manual, which is found in the vehicle. Okay. Always gotta make sure I'm jacking at the right point. Like right now I'm going to jack on my differential of the vehicle. And when you are jacking, you gotta make sure the wheels are off 10 to 15 centimeters off the ground. Okay, that will be okay. Now I'm going to remove my nuts completely. Okay. They are removed in sequence. First of all, just don't remove them in any way you want. So there's a sequence to remove the wheel nuts. As you can see, I'm removing them in a crisscross sequence. Okay, we are done. That was the whole process. Hope you enjoyed.
The latest innovation and technology in the automotive mechanic industry is the electrical vehicle that Elon Musk created, that only works with current from the battery and the starter motor. And then we also get the hybrid vehicles. And lastly, we get the hydrogen fueled vehicles. So we are moving now in a direction of not using fuel anymore, and rather using other source of energy.
We came, we saw, and we welded. Thank you very much for watching Novelty this week. We will be back again on your screen, same time, same place. From all of us here on this production and the KAYEC students, it's bye-bye.